Because we are such a small place with no natural resources, save for our hardworking and talented people, we need to put in extra effort to stay ahead of the pack. Complacency has never been an option in Hong Kong. On the financial services front, we are constantly striving to upgrade our market quality and sharpen our skills. To enhance the regulation of auditors and financial reporting of listed companies, we have just set up an independent financial reporting council. We are also working on legislative amendments to give statutory backing to major listing requirements. Additionally, we are rewriting and modernizing our company's ordinance to ensure that it continues to serve Hong Kong's development needs as a major international business and financial center. We know that your Mayor Bloomberg and Senator Schumer recently commissioned a report titled Sustaining New York and the U.S. Global Financial Services Leadership. The drive for improvement sets an excellent example to the rest of the world. But for an IFC such as Hong Kong, it reinforces our own belief to stay ahead. We got to be working harder and smarter. Ladies and gentlemen, financial globalization has changed the international scene dramatically and raised competition among international financial centers. Success tomorrow hinges very much on whether we adopt the right strategy and do the right things today. Competition can bring improvement. Collaboration can breed success. IFCs around the world have their own strengths and advantages. And there's always room for us to collaborate and complement each other. Finally, I know that many of you here, your ties with Hong Kong and China goes much deeper than purely economic interest. Just as I feel at home in New York, I know you feel at home in Hong Kong. But if you haven't been back to Hong Kong recently, I encourage you to do so as soon as you can, because this is the year, the 10th anniversary of our reunification with China. And so please come to Hong Kong, celebrate with us, and then we can look forward together to what the next decade may hold. Thank you very much. Savio told me that in order to get this free lunch, I may have to answer a few questions as well. Like Secretary Paulson, I will not specify how many, but I know that all of you have to go back to work at 2, so I guess the number of questions will be fewer than what Secretary Paulson had taken.
Yeah, well, Fred, I'm going to take charge and make the executive decision, asking you 3 quick questions, and that is pretty much what I got so far. The first question is Hong Kong versus Shanghai as financial center. I'm sure you heard this question many, many times. So maybe you can give us a short answer.
Savio always gives me a surprise. This is a surprise question. No, it isn't. I've been asked at least hundreds of times during my 5 years as Secretary for Financial Services and the Treasury for the Hong Kong SAR government. Actually, it's quite too simplistic to look at it that way, that Shanghai's gain would be Hong Kong's loss. Actually, China, as you have heard Secretary Paulson, is a huge country. There are lots of opportunity. There's always room for more than one financial center. But I think to build a financial center, particularly an international financial center, takes a lot of ingredients together, such as currency convertibility, free flow of capital, regulatory regime, people. So those things you cannot put together because you have a lot of liquidity, or you have a lot of companies to list. So it will take time. 5 years ago, I was asked this question. I gave the same answer. Today, Shanghai, while has risen in its stature as a financial center, domestic financial center, if you will, Hong Kong has done very well. So we welcome competition, as I said in my speech, and I look forward to, grow together with Shanghai.
Thank you. Second question, this is a easy one for you, but I have to ask, and I know the answer, but I have to ask. You just invite me to the 10th anniversary of Hong Kong being part of China, coming up end of June, July. Can you critique your government in terms of the progress in this 10 years?
Well, I think for those of you who know Hong Kong very well, back in 1997, the reunification brought along a lot of so-called, quote, worries, unquote. Worries like that People's Liberation Army will be patrolling on Hong Kong street, right? One country, two system, we will not be on. People worry about the economy, that we will be completely marginalized. Those are the worries. I can tell you that today, those worries are gone. First of all, the first worry, which was very, very much to talk about in the international arena, the PLA, I can tell you, I have never seen one PLA on the street of Hong Kong. And if you don't believe me, come to see it yourself. And they are great PR group now. Actually, you only see them when you go to their open day. So that worry is gone. Economy, after the 1997 crisis, yes, we suffer from negative equity. The economy was not doing well. But as I mentioned, we are a very resilient group of people. After the SARS outbreak, the economy bounced back. We had extremely good growth, and we're doing very well in that area. And, I mentioned about the worry, one country, two system. How does it work? It works beautifully. I can assure all of you. The best example I can give you is that we run an autonomous territory, and let me give you the best example. I, together with the financial secretary, prepared the budget for Hong Kong government every year. And we sent our budget to Beijing 2 days before we deliver the budget to our Legislative Council out of courtesy. They never get involved in our budgetary process. And when we send the budget to Beijing, the budget was already printed. So that shows you how autonomous under the one country, two system, how things work. So all the worries are gone, and I hope that, we will continue to do well in the next 10 years.
Well, good. I hope you can come and help do my budget with my CFO. I think we're running out of time, so I'm going to take that executive decision and thank everyone, of course, Secretary Ma, and we'll continue at the other room with our afternoon session. And thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have something for you also.